Welcome to the Big Four Accounting Firms podcast, brought to you by big4accountingfirms.com and the Big Four Accounting Firms YouTube channel. Before we get started, just wanted to remind everybody to support us if you have a chance or if you can. Even $1 helps, and we have a link in the description to a website called Buy Me a Coffee. It's just a way to donate to us and support us. Again, any amount is helpful so that we can keep putting out content. And there's also other ways for you to support us in the show notes to this podcast or on YouTube in the description. In today's podcast, we're going to be discussing a new partnership that KPMG has formed. Now, KPMG has partnered with a firm called coinmetrics. And this partnership will focus on Atlas and Ferrum products from coinmetrics. And it will also focus on a chain fusion offering from KPMG. The purpose of the partnership is to promote institutional adoption of crypto, which means they want larger organizations to adopt crypto solutions. And that's why if you're a company like coinmetrics, it's exactly why you partner with the Big Four accounting firms, because the Big Four accounting firms already have the largest organizations as their clients. Now, KPMG needs to partner with the crypto firm because they don't have as much crypto or data knowledge as coinmetrics might have. Now, Ferrum, which is an offering from coinmetrics, it's a risk management tool for monitoring potential attacks on a blockchain network. And it also monitors unusual events. And Atlas, which is another solution from coinmetrics, is a solution for auditing transactions on popular blockchains. It can also monitor capital gains or losses for tax purposes. And both of these solutions will partner with KPMG's Chain Fusion product offering or service offering. And KPMG's Chain Fusion service offering allows companies to use crypto and track their assets and transactions. And this falls under KPMG's advisory line of service. And these projects could be pretty big depending on how a company is going to use crypto, because it's the KPMG and coinmetrics are going to have to tailor the solutions to the client. And depending on what kind of crypto or blockchain the client's using, it could take a while to integrate it. And this partnership comes on the heels of KPMG releasing another crypto/blockchain solution. KPMG recently announced a patent-pending blockchain solution for climate accounting, and it is called Climate Accounting Infrastructure. And this also comes after those ESG standards that we spoke about in a previous podcast. And this climate accounting infrastructure is intended to help organizations more accurately measure, mitigate, report, and offset greenhouse gas emissions. And in a release from KPMG, they said that to bring climate accounting infrastructure capabilities to market, KPMG is working with industry groups, large technology players, and climate technology companies, including Context Labs. Prescriptive Data and Alinfra. Context Labs enriches emissions data with environmental context, utilizing immutability platform to record and certify environmental, operational, and financial information as asset grade before translating this data into alpha ESG signals via machine learning models. And these signals are combined with additional third-party and publicly available data sources to support advanced emissions analytics and insights. I'm not really sure why they're using blockchain to measure climate change, but I'm guessing it's most likely because they're going to have clients all using the same kind of software, and they need the data from all the clients to be private, which is what blockchain could help with. And actually, what a lot of these solutions sound like, it doesn't sound like anything on a blockchain. It sounds like KPMG and these other companies like coinmetrics are just offering software that can monitor your blockchain or whatever data that comes out of your blockchain or feeds into your blockchain. It can monitor that data and hopefully record it, and you can get some data analytics off of there. But none of these are actually blockchain solutions based on what I read on the surface level. Like the climate change thing says it's a patent pending blockchain solution. This doesn't mean it's a blockchain. It could also mean it's just software. So it'll be interesting to see what's happening, but These are all things that you see in the news. And so big corporations buy into it more and they all just layer on top of each other because we see multiple things in here, right? We see crypto, ESG, climate change. And so like if you smash them all together, then like your clients are like, if their client reads the Wall Street Journal or Financial Times or something like that, they say, "Oh wow, you have a solution that integrates climate change, ESG, and blockchain. You guys are awesome. Like, how much money do you want?" And machine learning too was in there. So that's just something to keep in mind. The big four love doing this. They're global firms, so they love packaging all those buzzwords into one thing and selling it to a client. Because if a client reads a newspaper and then, like, let's say a CEO goes to their board of directors like, "What are we doing about those ESG standards?" They're like, "Oh, we partnered with KPMG, or KPMG is doing our ESG work using the latest blockchain, crypto, ESG machine learning models." Then the board of directors will be like, "Wow, it's really awesome that you're out ahead of that." But that's just one thing. But I just think that's important to know the latest crypto solutions, blockchain solutions the Big Four are putting out there. We have previous videos and podcasts that explain a little bit more about blockchain in accounting, but there's only more and more headlines coming out about this as the Big Four try to make money off it. You have to think of the blockchain like the internet. The blockchain is still very young and people are trying to find ways to monetize it. So the Big Four are putting out more and more solutions. So that's the update for today. To get future updates, make sure to subscribe to this podcast. Support us financially through the Buy Me a Coffee link in the show notes if you can. If you can't support us financially, then subscribe to our YouTube channel and like this video on our YouTube channel. Thanks for listening.